right to the shit. Alright, so we got some choices. We still got half a night left where we left off. Hi, Gloom Cookie! Yay! I'm so glad you could make it! We're getting into the thick of it. Alright, so got some shit on the map here. We got half a night left to go get into some nonsense. We can go help. Oh, hello, and thank you for the follow, Jessie Cat. Appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good night. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Wednesday evening? Or we can go and talk to knockoff Edward Cullen again. Benoit Siegel wants to meet us at the cathedral. We can go talk to Manic Pixie Dream Vampires boss, who is not very nice. We can go deal with the stalker. So we gotta confront her with Big Mama Sophie with us. Oh, thank you for the host. Thank you so much for the host, Jessie Cat. Or I can go and help Tamika with her favor. Yeah, eventually we will have to talk to Benoit, because also he's one of Sophie's legitimate children, like Childers, the ones that she sired. So Edward Cullen, Stalker. One or two. Please type in the chat if you have a preference. Benoit is 1. Stalker is 2. Oh, we got a tie. Tamika. So, since we had a tie, we'll do neither. We're gonna go see Tamika. Full of chaos tonight. Alright, the scarred one. Upon returning to my haven, I find a small scrap of paper lying on our window. It says, need a favor. If you're still up for it, come meet me in Prospect Park. Tam. So we're gonna go see Tam. Alright. Pardon me. I didn't do my vocal exercises tonight, so I might be a little rusty. Once again, I cross the gate of Prospect Park and head straight for where I last saw the feral duo. Minutes pass. Finding no sign of Tamika, I begin to worry that something might have happened to her. Suddenly, I hear rustling coming from the nearby bushes, and it's not the stray cat kind of rustling either. Oh, we're getting hungry too. Got the blood coming on the edges of our vision. Alright, so we got some choices already. First one is, whoever's hiding in those bushes, ... You know I can hear you, right? And just exclaim out Tamika, which I feel is the least appropriate of the answers. So, based on how we played the character so far, 2 is our best answer. Hey, you in the bushes. You know I can hear you, right? The rustling stops, if only for a second. Suddenly, the bushes part, and Raoul walks out, desperately trying to look confident. Let's do it again. Yeah, that's only because I wanted you to. Listen, I wanted to have a word before Tam gets here. She seems to like you for whatever strange reason, but the way I see it, you're a nuisance at best. At worst, you're a threat. I'm I'm so tired of this guy already. We've only met him once. All right. You don't like me. Got it. Is the first choice. You'll warm up to me. Is our second. And is there a point to this speech? Which I feel is the most appropriate answer. So we're going we're, we're gonna go with three. Because I don't like him. He don't like me. Excuse me, is there a point that you're trying to get to? The point is, Tamika is my sister. In every sense of the word that counts. Anything happens to her, I find even remotely to be your fault. I'm coming after you. Is that clear? So, choices are Crystal, now fuck off. I'm not your enemy. And she doesn't need a babysitter. So, fuck this guy. I'm choosing number one because we woke up today and chose fucking violence. Crystal, now get the fuck out of my face. Yeah. Just want to make sure we understand each other. What I'm saying is, if anything happens to Tamika, I'm holding you accountable. All of a sudden, the sound of footsteps reaches my ears. It's just faint enough to not be ostentatious, but still loud enough to hear. I can tell that whoever's approaching wants to make their presence known. Both Raoul and I turn just in time to see Tamika emerge from behind an old sycamore tree. It's hard to tell just how long she's been listening in on the conversation. In any case, she walks up and speaks, addressing no one in particular. Did I miss anything? So, choices are your brother's worried about you, your brother's being an asshole, and nothing important. So, my indoor voice wants to say nothing important, but your brother's worried about you is definitely the more wholesome I'm trying to be your friend option, and that's what we're here for, is to make friends with her specifically, not him. He can go fuck himself. All right. Also, I swear a lot, so for anyone that's new here, if you don't like that, I'm sorry. I can't fix it. Your brother's worried about you. He seems to think that I'm a bad influence, I say. Aww. In an instant, her voice goes from mockingly sweet to stern and unyielding. Her next words sound like a challenge. Pardon me. Is that true, Raoul? You think I can't take care of myself? God damn it, Tam. That's not what this is about, and you know it. Oh, I know, Big Brother. You meant well. You always mean well. Ah, oh, screw it. Why do I even bother? And with that, Raoul finally takes his leave. Tamika waits in silence just long enough to make sure he can no longer hear her, and she finally addresses me. I have a favor to ask. Okay. More choices. We got a lot of choices right off the bat with this one. Goodness. Usually it's more monologuing. All right. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It seems real clippy. Then it goes back to normal. All right. Choices are for you, anything. Second is, what is it? Third is, I like my favors returned. So, if y'all have an opinion, please let me know. We woke up and chose violence. But I feel like we should be nice to her because she can definitely rip our whole ass face off. Face off. Oh, Discord's making my computer unhappy again. How dare I run more than two apps at the same time? Or programs. It's ridiculous. Alright. 3. Ooh. Chats at odds tonight. I love it. Alright. Let's see. 3? 3. We choosing violence. Fuck it. Sure. But just so that we're clear, when I do favors, I expect to be paid in kind. Her face remains motionless, if not for the slightest twitch of her eye. It's almost unnoticeable, but it tells me all I need to know. I've just made a fool of myself. Fuck it. Right. I have an errand to run. I was hoping you would come with me. There's a place just east of here. It's a short walk. We should be back in about 2, maybe 3 hours. Jesus, 3 hours? Wait, we're walking? Of course we're walking. She's a gang girl. We're not getting in the car. It's not happening. They're like a step below above. Well, it's up there's a whole war about it. So, them and werewolves, real similar. Don't ever like compare the two. But yeah, similar. So, we're choosing violence. We're choosing 2. 3 hours, huh? Call that a short walk. Sorry, I'm used to much longer distances than that. I forgot that not everyone is. You think you can handle it? Alright. So, we're gonna keep it on moving because I want to figure out what's at the other end of this conversation. I think our choices are, what is this about? Should I expect trouble? And sure, let's go. I want to know if I should expect trouble. Need to know if I need to be like limbering up, giving it a good stretch before we get there. Sounds kind of shady. Should I expect trouble? You should always expect trouble. But I'm not planning to start any. And so, I head toward the parking lot, accompanied by Tamika and a whole fucking lot of unanswered questions. Following Tamika's directions, we finally arrive at the Evergreen Cemetery, one of the oldest burying grounds in Brooklyn. We enter through the southwestern gate, and I follow my companion through the sea of tombstones. It's a nice enough place as far as graveyards go, much less homogenized than the usual flat field littered with identical markers. Tamika confidently presses on, swerving and weaving along a pre-programmed path. It's clear that she's been here more than a few times. Finally, she makes a sharp left and takes a few more steps down a gravel walkway, coming to a sudden stop in front of a modest headstone. The inscription reads, Luca Santiago, beloved sister and daughter, born 1991, taken from us too soon. With her eyes fixed on the gravesite, she lets out an absent-minded utterance. I need a moment alone. Not long. 5 minutes at the most. I look around in search of a good spot to wait for her and pass the time. At the far end of a nearby lawn, I notice a lone bench situated under a weeping willow. Oh, what year is it in the game? It's 1999. It's 2019 in the game. Suddenly, I hear voices, distant but slowly approaching. Judging by the tone and timbre, I'm guessing it's a couple of teenagers out to get their late night kicks among the dearly departed. Might be a good chance to feed. Then again, I could just pass the time walking around the area. It's actually quite nice in a dark and somber kind of way. So, choices are I'll wait on that bench by the tree. I'll take a walk. Don't take too long. I could eat some teenagers. So, as much as I want to eat these kids, they might, this might be someone's territory. I don't know. So, walk, or first choice, bench. Second choice, walk. Third choice, eat the teens. I want everybody's answer. Put it in the chat. Chill on the bench, Forrest Gump style. Number one, take a walk. Number two, eat the teens. Number three. Oh no, somebody's running. Oh, 1 second, my kids are doing the thing. Oh, daddy's got it. All right, great. Three. All right, we're gonna eat some teens. Take your time. I think I'll go grab myself a drink. Cause, Gesundheit. Goodness. Just do it quietly. I don't want any trouble. Not here. I leave Tamika alone and follow the voices. I know. So many sneezes. He's so loud with it. There's no stopping it. Soon enough, I come upon a couple in their late teens. Ooh, couple. Judging by the thing I like consisting of mostly black leather and lace, I'd venture to guess that they'd love nothing more than to meet an active vampire. Ooh, I'm sorry for them frame drops there, fam. 1 second. Let me see if I can. Problem. There we go. It's like Bob the fucking Builder in here. Can we fix it? Fucking hell. Hello? Am I back? Did I return? I hope so. Let me know in the chat if I still exist on the internet. Yay! I was pulling Twitch up on my phone to see if I was still in existence. Yes, Discord does me dirty every time I just try to pretend to have it open. Like, I'm gonna use it or, be able to chat. But no, no such luck. If I try to do that and stream, it has a fit. I need a new, I need a new everything. But all right, we met the goths. Now let's eat them. Oh no, it was for sure me. OBS was telling me just how upset it was. It's like everything's bad. Stop it. Um, I'm happy to oblige them. As I emerge from the shadows, I can. Oh, this was not written in English. As I emerge from the shadows, I can feel my awe intensify. The boy and the girl watch me, completely awestruck, waiting for me to approach. Yeah, I know I have to close it out completely. I did so after it made my computer die. I was living in hope. Yeah, absolutely. Please feel free. Tag me in anything. I go to Insta just to see her art. Let's see. The slightest gesture is enough to shoo the boy away. He sits on a nearby bench and watches, completely enamored, as my lips press against the girl's neck. Yes. It's a weird sensation to feel actual, honest to God pride in a victim's blood. But here we are. She's glad to have been chosen in this way. I take one look in the boy's dark brown eyes and realize he's hoping for my attention too. But something about him doesn't feel right to me. Instead, I decide that it's the best for them to forget the whole affair. Grabbing their attention, I focus my newly refreshed blood and will their minds to erase the last few minutes. Finally, I get back to the tree and find Tamika sitting on the bench without a word. I sit next to her. we have a visitor in the stream room this evening. My lovely gal M is here with us. So I'm very excited. Get live viewer interaction. I look over at her, doing my best not to stare. She looks down, crossing her arms, and puts her hands on her shoulders. In an instant, the ferocious savage disappears, replaced by a vulnerable young woman. I have beagles, yes. I think I'm done, she says, very cryptically. So, choices are you okay? Who was she? Feel like sharing? So, we want to be friends. We want to be friends. So, we're going to ask about sharing. She want to share. You want to share? You feel like sharing? I try to ask as gently as possible. No, but I guess I owe you an explanation. She looks away. I can tell she's struggling to open up to me, so I remain silent, trying not to make her uncomfortable. We're momentarily not choosing violence. I was embraced not far from here, in this cemetery. A fitting spot, I suppose. It was close to a decade ago. I'd been on the road for a couple of years at that point, hitchhiking from one town to another. New York was just supposed to be another stop. And then I met Jezebel. She was strong, smart, independent. Seemed like someone I could trust, someone I could get close to. She never made me feel inadequate or ashamed. And she could hold her own in a fist fight, too. Funny thing, though, she only wanted to meet during the nighttime. I didn't think much of it. Even came up with excuses for her. busy, eccentric, whatever worked. Until one night, she sank her teeth into my neck. So, we can absolutely have daddy issues and say, at least you knew your sire. Is she still around? Is choice number 2. And she sounds like quite a gal is number 3. I'm gonna hydrate. You guys tell me what you want in the chat, 1, 2, or 3. What you want? All right, gloom is passing. I feel that. Feel that. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. I'm in the worst chair. I hate this chair. I spent my life in this chair. All right. We're gonna take that. Isn't she dead? Shit, wait. Sorry. I'm trying to remember what they yeah, like I don't want to ignore it. I'm trying to remember. Hi, Chris. How you doing, honey? I don't remember if she's dead or not. All right. I forget that you're a baby. I'm doing okay, honey. Thank you for asking. All right. We're gonna go 3. A fighter, a lover, an undead abomination. She sounds like quite the gal. She was. I honestly learned more about her after she was gone. She was the real deal. An old school gangrel, a veteran of the Battle of New York. She looks away and grows reticent for a brief moment. Anyway, she left soon after turning me. I think the Conclave of Prague really shook her up. Okay, so this is a hole in my knowledge. I don't know shit about the Conclave of Prague. So, streamer's choice here. I'm choosing the Conclave of Prague because I want more information. Wait, the Conclave of what now? Prague. It's a city in Central Europe. It was supposed to be neutral ground. God damn it, I know where it is. Sorry. A good place to discuss politics and strategy. It ended up almost turning into a civil war. Next thing you know, the Anarchs were expunged from the Camarilla, and had they done for our kind, the blood they spilled didn't amount to a goddamn thing. I can't blame Jezebel for feeling betrayed, but yeah. Even though I still had Raoul and Luca, I was furious and terrified. Luca died a few years later. Operation Lights Out, they called it. It was a coordinated assault by the Second Inquisition, a genocide by any other name. No one ever expects the motherfucking Inquisition. And let me tell you, this Inquisition ain't nothing to fuck with. Her family got together, bought up a plot, and buried an empty casket. I guess they wanted some kind of closure. Can't fault them for that. Even though she's not really here, I like to come and visit from time to time. Reminds me of who I am, keeps me in check, keeps the beast at bay. Welcome back, Lou. Also, this being the place of my embrace, you have to appreciate that level of irony. She straightens up and looks at me as if something just occurred to her. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. One minute I'm all grunts and stares, and the next I'm giving you my biography. I guess I'm just tired of being scared and alone. Oh, well, shit. All right. So, choices are you don't have to be alone, and you're looking for a place to belong. Getting snorts and grunts in the back. All right. They're very similar. I can make.
Hello, darkness, my small friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Thank you. All right. We're gonna choose one. You don't. You don't have to be alone. I used to think so, but those were simpler times. At this point, I'm just looking for something to believe in, someone I could give a damn about. Well, fuck. All right. You have me, is our first choice. Camarilla has its merits. The Anarchs cherish freedom. And you have Raul. I mean, we could circle it back to Raul. So we got 4 choices this time, y'all. So, you have me is 1. Camarilla 2. The Anarchs 3. Raul 4. Let me know if you have an opinion. So the Camarilla is the official vampire organization. Um, that it has a very hierarchical structure. There are princes of each city and a structure that then falls underneath them. Lots of politics, lots of backstabbing, lots of bullshit. The Camarilla, literally, she just told me the story about how they fucked her over. So, I mean, that seems eh. The Anarchs are the opposing faction to the Camarilla, mostly because the Camarilla gave them no real good other choice except for to leave or to get murked. And yeah, so I mean the Anarchs do have their merits because yeah, they're not all bad. Some of them are bad. I mean, it's the levels of gray here. I'm sorry, that was a tangent. And yeah, I'm so biased though because I played an Anarch for so long. Because the La Sombra were not a part of the Camarilla when I played, so I played an Anarch, so a little biased. One or four? Yeah, because I feel like bringing the politics into it will muddy the water, and yeah, I feel like she'll think we have ulterior motives of trying to win her to one side or tip her to the other. Oh no, I don't want 3. I don't want 3. We aren't part of that life. It's not a story we're telling. All right. So, thank you. Yes, I know, Lou. It's all good. We're all good. All right. I don't want her to think You got me, for whatever it's worth. Oh, pleasant surprise. She looks at me. Her mouth drops open, ever so slightly. I can tell. She wasn't expecting that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I do, don't I? I open my mouth, but before I can make a sound, Tamika motions at me to keep quiet. She lifts her head and sniffs at the air. Her ears perk up and her eyes widen. Suddenly, she pushes me with all of her strength, sending me flying off the bench. Before I even hit the ground, an immense shape flies into view and smashes down into the bench, splintering it into pieces. Holy shit, what the fuck is this? With the blood surging through my veins, I pounce onto my feet. I look at the mass of fur and muscles that just nearly pulverized me. The creature rears its head to give me a deranged stare. Is it a werewolf? It then turns to Tamika. She seems utterly terrified, frozen in place, as if she literally just saw a ghost. I notice the creature shift its weight, as if preparing to pounce. Ooh, we have choices. I can get the creature's attention. I can yell to warn Tamika, which feels like the most useless of these options. And I can use my fortitude to shield her, maybe get crushed by a werewolf, but I look like I'm helping. Making friends, influencing people. Yeah, we got this. So, what do y'all think? One or three or one? Sir, you need to make a choice. A choice. I think three is a good choice. What do you think, backseat lurker? Don't know yet. Choosing violence. Yeah, Chad's in agreement. Choosing violence. Feeling my body strengthen with inhuman resilience, I jump in front of the beastly assailant, breaking the force of his attack. Still, the sheer weight of the creature slams me onto the ground. If it wasn't for my supernatural endurance, I'm pretty sure my spine would have turned into powder. Suddenly, the beast lets out a pained roar. In a flash of consciousness, I see Tamika hunched atop the monster's shoulders, her claws plunged into its eye sockets. Floundering like a fish out of water, the monster finally managed to shake the feral Valkyrie off of his back. The creature then turns towards me. For a second or two, it moves its mouth awkwardly as if trying to remember how to form words. It is a werewolf. Stay out my ground. The creature runs off towards a nearby clearing when all of a sudden a gunshot sends it tumbling onto the ground. A group of well-armed men in body armor emerge from the shadows in an orderly formation and move in closer around the creature. I think that might be motherfucking SI. All of these walk out to meet them. What the fuck kind of options are these? Stand and fight. Retreat and hide. We're retreating and hiding because we chose violence, not stupidity. There is a difference. Not sure what to make of what's happening, I figure it's best to get out of sight. As I start backing away into the nearby bushes, I notice that Tamika is following my lead. From the relative safety of the thick foliage, we watch in silence as the group of armed men subdue the creature using steel nets and cattle prods. Yeah, I'm not fucking with that. They got steel nets and cattle prods. I'm not trying to get fucking snatched up. Been undead for 12 days. In the corner of my eye, I catch Tamika looking away as if she finds the whole spectacle somehow distasteful. I mean, yeah, it is distasteful. Nobody's enjoying this. She speaks under her breath, her voice shaking. Can we get out of here? I see no reason to object. Yeah, let's fucking get. The walk back turns out to be a quiet and somber experience. We both walk in silence, the city a blur of lights and cars careening by. I look over to Tamika. She seems lost in her thoughts. Finally, I decide to break the silence. All right, so I I want to know what I want to know if it was a werewolf. I'm pretty sure it was a werewolf, but I want to know. I'm making the choice here. Sorry, y'all. What the hell was that back there? A werewolf? Oh, it's not a werewolf. No. If it were, we probably wouldn't be talking right now. Still, in a way, that might have been preferable. She rubs her temples, trying to collect her thoughts. Among those of my clan, we tell stories about the scarred one. Okay, we're not picking the bottom one. I'm just gonna parade us through. The scarred one? That's the only name he's known by. He's a cautionary tale for young Gangrel. He's what happens when you let the beast take over. I always figured him to be more of a metaphor. Seeing him in real life, it's like if a Christian just happened to run into Judas Iscariot one day. And seeing him hunted down by the I don't know what to think. I don't even know where to start thinking. Deciding to give her some space, I spend the rest of the walk in silence. Soon enough, the familiar tree line of Prospect Park comes into view. I stop by the entrance nearest to Tamika's haven. She keeps walking without so much as a word or glance in my direction. She stops after several paces and turns back towards me. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming with me. But now I have a lot of shit to figure out. Once I do, I'll let you know. And with that, she disappears among the trees. Seeing no point in sticking around, I take my leave. All right, it's time to take a nappy nap. Goodness. Oh, we're getting right to the shit. No in the house time. No puttering. No Netflix and chilling. Sophie requests my presence tonight, and it seems urgent. I find her already waiting for me and clearly pondering something. It takes a few minutes of awkward silence before she speaks. We live. That is good. Man, I, I didn't know what was going to happen. I require your assistance, Muse. There's a matter of great importance that I need to ask you to resolve for me. You will find what I'm about to say surprising, I'm sure, but I do need you to hear me out. I need you to contact an important anarch figure here in New York and arrange a meeting for us. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? God damn it. See, this is how we don't live. Is shit like this. Not fighting a fucking deranged gangrel. Nah. Setting up a fucking meeting. Just death by 1,000 goddamn intrigues. All right, let's get to it. So, our choices are: aren't meetings with anarchs forbidden? I'll be setting a trap, right? What business do you have meeting anarchs? That feels a little bit sassy. Loom's hot on the draw. Loom says too. If you want to weigh in, let me know. What you think, backseat lurker? We got 2 for 2. Do that meeting? It's a trap, right? You need me to set it up so you can deal a blow to him. No, not immediately, anyway. I intend to meet with them in good faith. I realize how ridiculous that may sound to you. You will find that with this, as with many other things, the Camarilla's policies have more than their share of hypocrisy inherent in them. It comes hand in hand with using medieval power structures. What we are forbidden to do, the prince may do willingly. Some of these things can be done in the open, while others are kept secret, as not to invite discord and discontent. I need to contact a man named Torque. He is an influential member of the movement and, like most of them, very suspicious of the Camarilla. That's why I'm sending you to extend my invitation. So, our choices are: how do I know he'll talk to me? Why me? Why not go yourself? She just explained that. What are you scheming? Schemer, why you scheming? She's not gonna fucking tell me. Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. I got this. We're choosing one because there's no other logical answer here. How do I know he'll even talk to me? He won't. Not yet, anyway. You need to start further down the chain, and with the right story to spin. From my limited sources adjacent to the movement, I've gathered that your best chance to speak to Torque is to first meet with his right-hand woman, Mia. She's a regular at a club called the Leech Pit. I think it would be best if you presented yourself as an anarch hopeful, a fledgling looking for a place of belonging. Only after you talk to Torque directly should you mention my name and the meeting. God damn it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense as our first choice. I don't know. It sounds risky is our second. And our third is lying to them won't make them trust me. Yeah, I know Torque is a great name. He's a giant fucking douche canoe. Sorry, spoiler alert. Um, so let me know what you think. One, two, or three. What do you think, Backseat Lurker? Backseat Lurker thinks three. Trust is important. And like like because I'm hoping to be dead for a long time. I'm gonna have to see these fucking people again. Exactly. I'm too young. I'm too young for this. All right. Consensus is 3. I don't think that's the right approach. Lying to them won't make them trust me. When they find out the truth, they won't be happy or eager to work with us. That might be true. But if you tell Mia outright that I sent you, she's likely to cut you off. She hates our sect, and it will be difficult to make her listen to reason. After tonight, I suggest that we do not speak of this again until you arrange the meeting. There are many who would jump at the chance to use this against us. With Kaiser, you have proven you can get the job done, even if it requires additional legwork. I trust you to deal with this task as quickly and as covertly as possible. Forgive me, but that's all the time I can spare tonight. What I'm asking of you is just part of a bigger whole. Trust me, it'll all be worth it. Choices are I'll do my best. Love me, senpai. It better be. I'm risking my neck here, and I haven't agreed to do this yet. I don't have a choice, so agreeing to it doesn't matter. Like, I'm doing it. So one or two. One or two. I need help. Backseat Lurker says one. Backseat Lurker wants me to suck up to Senpai. Alright. Consensus is 2. It better be worth it. I'm the one that's risking my neck for some kind of convoluted conspiracy. When I meet with Torque, you will be there, and much will be revealed. I think that when you hear our discussion, you will be glad that you helped me set it up. Check with Gregory for the address of the leech pit. Have Mia introduce you to Torque. When she does, tell him I wish to meet. Let him pick the time and place, but let it be soon. If he proves too guarded, tell him I have something that will help him gather allies against Boss Callahan. That should pique his interest. Good luck, and obviously not a word about this to anyone else, not even any new friends you might have made in recent nights. This stays between us. The way she says that final sentence suggests a not-so-veiled threat, but her warm smile belies that impression. I want her to keep trusting me. I wouldn't want to disappoint her. Gregory gives me the address. The club is in Brooklyn. Apparently, it's some kind of heavy metal bar with a dedicated concert space. Time to pay Mia a visit. One moment, I gotta hydrate for this shit. The place is teeming with people tonight. I arrive in the middle of a concert. The music is loud, almost deafening. It takes me a while to get used to it. It's not my scene at all. I can barely focus through the noise, but I grit my teeth and decide to bear it. The sooner I find Mia, the sooner I get out of this hole. group of a few dozen patrons are tightly packed together, and the smell of their sweat and youthful, excited blood overwhelms me momentarily. It's with some difficulty that I'm able to turn my mind to the task at hand. I've heard my share about the anarchs and how they fit into kindred politics, but I only have my short encounter in Corona Park on which to base my actual opinion of the faction. And that might have been just a horrible first impression, but keeping my guard up, just in case. So, options are mingle with the crowd, ask for Mia at the bar, or eat a dude. As much as I want to eat a dude, this is definitely someone else's territory, and my first impression shouldn't be eating a dude. I can straight ask for Mia, or I can mingle. So, mingle, one, ask for Mia. Mingle, mingle, scope it out, scope it out. I take a walk around the club. There are a few side rooms and a spacious bar area. I know, I wish dancing was an option. I listen in on conversations taking place with voices hoarse from shouting. I walk in on a particularly sloppy threesome in the bathroom, and eventually I hit the dance floor for a better feel of the place. As the concert comes to an end, I witness one of the guests, a feisty looking girl, get into a scuffle with a much larger drunk guy. She doesn't seem to appreciate him reaching around her waist, slapping him with an audible crack that sends him to the ground, unconscious. Two bouncers break up the crowd and pick up the drunk to carry him outside without so much as questioning the woman. I get an inkling that this might be who I was hoping to find. I approach her as she's about to leave. Yeah, what the fuck do you want? She's still seething and bares her teeth for just a moment, but I've learned what to look for in a kindred. I'm pretty sure that she's one of us. So, choices are: heard you're into anarchy, I'm new to being dead, and I want to learn about anarchy. As a bimbo, number three, speaks to my soul, but it's not. It's not our smart, sassy venture choice. Bloom, Bloom wants us to tell her about being dead. Dead. Hmm? No to being dead. God damn it. Oh my god, this is the worst sentence. Okay. I'm I'm kinda new to this whole being dead thing. Care to introduce me to the way that you anarchs handle it? Ugh, seriously? That's the best line you can come up with? She doesn't smile, but she doesn't hit me either. Yes! Follow me behind the bar. She leads me through the bar to a back door that leads into a side room, and indie metal band posters are plastered on every possible surface. Hi, Fallen. How are you? How you doing tonight? Oh, tell me how you're doing. One moment, please, while I run to get a beverage. I'm trying to keep them together. It's been like 100 years. Still don't have it all the way together, but he's fun. Oh, how was your stream? Was it good? I'm sorry I couldn't make it out. Let's see. An old sticky table and some rickety chairs are the only pieces of furniture here. Sit down. Uh, What are these choices? What is happening? Oh my goodness. All right. So, choices are sure, I think I'm comfortable. Why don't you sit down? The fuck? I'm not going to. Loom was harassing you. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him. Get the fisticuffs. Uh, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down. We don't need to debate this choice. I'm not gonna tell her to sit down in her own goddamn place. The fuck? Sure. I take a seat as the woman leans against one of the walls. I know, but we're gonna sit down. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna sit down. I know. I know we might get gonorrhea in here, but it's okay. It's okay. We're dead. It's fine. Can't live on us. Pardon me. The name's Mia. I'm guessing your visit here isn't a happy coincidence. I don't know you, so you're either new to New York or you kept an outstandingly low profile. Both sound suspect. So before we take these pleasantries further, answer me this. Who do you run with? Fucking scabies! there might be scabies in here. There might be scabies in here. If the emperor can get scabies, I, you know, my undead ass might get scabies. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so choices are Sophie Langley, which Sophie told me not to tell her, so I'm not gonna tell her. Camarilla, but I'm looking to switch. That's a doable. That's a doable toggle. I'm independent is my third choice. No. I mean, not really. Kind of. Yeah. Like, I mean, yeah. So my backseater asked me if saying we're an independent is true. It's not. It's kind of true because Sophie has us building a an independent kind of coterie. All right, we're gonna try a little bit of lying, I guess. Ish, bending the truth, bending the truth. We're bending the truth. It's fine. I'm independent. I don't bow to anyone. Well, isn't that adorable? Listen, fledgling. Don't you go, getting into this flesh game and thinking you don't get to pick a side. Those Second Inquisition fucks are all too happy to pick on delusional kids like you. And so are the cams. They offer you rewards aplenty for your servitude, but they never actually deliver. Fortunately for you, there's another option. But before I get into that, let's get one thing out of the way. She leans in. If this is some clever ploy to oust me from my domain, or if you're just here to spy on me and the movement, I'll make sure you don't enjoy a death much longer. Got it? I can tell that this is a purely rhetorical question. Right. Here's the pitch. Oh, I'm so dry today. The Camarilla likes to think they're the vanilla option. What with Prince Bitch Panhard pretending that they're always in charge. But New York has always been a not fully cammy city. They might have won the city in 99, but cams have had their asses handed to them many times over the years. And the movement has been here at least as long as they have. Hell, I moved to New York before World War II. And that was a good while after I saw the Camarilla for what they were, a way to keep us all subservient and in line. The Ivory Tower will tell you that they're the only safeguard for the traditions. And that's kind of the problem. Pardon me, I gotta clear my throat. There's only one tradition in the movement. We feel we should be respected. And the masquerade, obviously. Everything else, ask the prince. She'll tell you it's the logical continuation of the masquerade. But really, it's just a way to keep the elders powerful and in control. She grimaces. But here's the thing. For all the talk of us bloodsuckers being solitary creatures, we need a community to keep up the masquerade. Community, yeah. Authority, not so much. We need a council of peers to keep those assholes and power-drunk fledglings in check. Not a feudal prince to tell you where to feed and who to hunt down when they step on our toes. She takes a brief break from her indignant rant. So, choices are, so, you anarchs don't have a ruler? Sounds too good to be true. Structure is good. It brings order. I mean, I let the hate flow through you. I get it, but so, please let me know what y'all think. 1, 2, or 3. Struggling to hold Mia's accent tonight. Oh my goodness. All right. 1 it is. So, you anarchs, you don't have a ruler? A ruler? Nah. No. But leaders? Sure. Most follow old boss Callahan's lead. So, now we're getting to the ticket. Because fuck Callahan, I don't even know about him. So, we're gonna, I'm choosing one. We're just gonna choose one. You make it sound like it's most, but not you? Yeah, not me. If you're concerned about being well received in this city, you might need to go through Callahan. But if you're serious about the Anarch cause itself, he's not your guy. Callahan eats up fledglings like you and shits out self-preservation. His position as Baron is mighty shaky now, not least due to the fact that he's backstabbed more than his share of allies. So he's doing what any other old fart in his position of power would do. He's doubling down. Negotiations are out, intimidation is in, tightening the ranks as a precaution against the Second Inquisition. She surprises me by hacking and spitting on the ground in disgust. If you spend similar time with the Cams, that should sound very familiar to you. He's no better than Panhard and her cronies at this point. No, you need to contact Torque. And you wouldn't know it. But it's your lucky night, because I'm the lick to do it. Yes! Alright, so our choices are, why Torque? How is Torque different? And why can't I just meet him? Thank you for the follow, Zen Kaiser. How you doing tonight? Oh, that's such a cute emote. I love it. Hello, hello. Welcome. Can we get a shout out for Zen Kaiser? So if you would like to make a choice, you can choose 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. I'm going to take a sip. Ooh, you were playing Pokemon. What's your favorite Pokemon? Tell me, tell me. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good tonight. Thanks for coming by to check out story time. So, we're going to ask, how is Torque different? So, how is Torque different from Callahan? Oh, fuck, Jesus! Oh, man. Motherfucker, you really are asking for it. Her anger flares up again. Shit. Charmander, awesome. My favorite is Miss Dravius. I'll pretend that that was just a naive question and not a half-assed jab. Torque is a leader, a local baron who's overseeing small domains, but doing a very good job at it. Callahan knows this, so he's giving him shit. Torque is taking it like a champ. Thank you. I try to do at least a little different affectation for each character, so it makes it a little easier to follow. He's smart like that. For one of us rebels, he's got the patience of a saint. Makes you think back to how things used to be, but way back when. If the stories are to be believed, anyway. You want to meet him? I'm gonna require a show of goodwill first. Oh, cool. A Nuzlocke gameplay? Awesome. I'll make sure to follow you back so I can come by and check it out. Let's see. So, our choices are, what do you have in mind for our show of goodwill? Or I can just ask elsewhere. Or, no way. These are no good choices. We have to do this. There's no choice for us to not do this. So, we're going to do number 1. Back my mail with Charmander and had to restart the run again. Oh no! Alright, going with 1. That's fair. What do you have in mind, I say? She flashes me a mischievous half smile. I appreciate your readiness. But I don't have the details just now. Ask me at the bar when you're able. I'll leave something for you, and we'll take it from there. Now come on, I gotta go. She walks me out of the bar, and we go our separate ways. Seems like there's nothing more I can do here. And I'll see if Mia can really help me contact Torque. Oh, heck yeah. I got you. I got you. Oh, goodness. I tried to open up another window. There we go. Got you followed.
Fate has tethered you
I'm
together
your
for a reason.
I'm your
To take out the evil who killed me and
250th.
Monkey Crew.
All right. So this game is Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. Vampire the Masquerade is both um, several game properties, but also a tabletop game and a LARP game. I fixed it. I had to close out Twitch. It was trying to do too much. Um, So I used to be a LARPer, and so these kind of stories have always been really, really close to my heart. And when I saw that there were visual novels of them, it actually made me want to start streaming because I love reading, and I have played many a text-based game because I am old. Might not tell it, but I'm old. So I thought maybe I could make it fun for people who might not normally like to play these games. Yeah, vampire. We're doing vampire fuck shit in here. That's all this is. Vampire fuck shit. Want to bet on me, Bessie Lurker? Okay. Good night, Bessie Lurker. Fair, fair. Well, I'm so glad that you came by to check us out, Zenkaiser. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. So we got half a night left. Oh, Gloom, you're too kind. Oh, thank you so much. All right. So we got to make a choice on what we're doing. So I'm gonna give you all three choices because we got a bunch of shit up here. So first choice is stalker. We can go and confront our stalker at Elysium and have some words. We can go and try to find our murderous thin blood, or we can go help Manic Pixie Dream Hope. So, Stalker 1, Murders 2, The Love of My Life 3. Well, thank you so much for your support. I very, very, very much appreciate it. I am so glad that there are other people out here in the internet void that like this weird shit. I do also stream Among Us on Mondays, New World. What else? What else are we playing in here? Some Fortnite, a couple other things. So two demoidas. All right. Dead End Blues. It's been some time since the last visit at Red Hook. I should probably get back to seeing D'Angelo and see if he's managed to figure out how to handle Asana. So, let's go. Get into the thick of it. As I make my way up the stairs, I notice that D'Angelo's office is surprisingly quiet. I was half expecting something akin to a scene from The Exorcist, with Sana belching out curses and my companion sprinkling her with, well, whatever it is vampires use for holy water. What I witness instead, as I open the door, is the picture of Serenity. The girl, although still curled up in the corner, is sitting calmly with her eyes fixed on the pages of some pulpy detective novel. She doesn't even register my presence. Currently playing on stream Tales of Arise on the PS5. 1,000 people love my Nuzlocke stream. I'm going to continue that. Awesome! I haven't seen Tales of Arise. I'll have to check that out. Sitting behind his desk, D'Angelo seems to be looking over some files and puffing on his usual brand of cigar. Seeing no trace of Larson, I assume he must have gone back to his family. Noticing my presence, the vampire detective leans back in his chair and gives me a tired look.
Hey there, kid. Glad you could make it.
Alright, so choices are, oh, I wouldn't miss this for the world. Any luck with Sana? Is she actually reading? So, you can help me out. 1, 2, or 3. I am not hydrated enough this evening. I promise I won't skip my vocal exercises next time. Ooh. So, there will not be a Friday stories for those that are interested. Loom's taking me out to something fancy. So, I will be making that up with a midday Saturday story stream. 2. Chat says 2. Any luck with Sana? You managed to get anything out of her?
Same old, mumble mumble, ominous non sequitur. But I do know one thing. She might not be all there.
He pats himself on the forehead in an utterly unnecessary attempt to illustrate the point.
But she's not all gone either. I think there's still hope for this girl.
I don't sing. I used to, but then I smoked cigarettes for a really, really long time and ruined my voice entirely. So I only sing in the shower and when no one is looking. But I found out that I can do voices pretty good. So I amuse myself with that now, and I'm trying to get better at it.
Anyway, I've been going over the case files, mulling over our options. Surprise, surprise, they all suck donkey dick. No matter how we go about this, someone gets fucked over. Her, Larson, us.
Cool. So, options are, what options do we have? And we have case files. I'm going to make this decision for us. I'm going to make it for us. What options do we have? Okay, then. Lay it on me. What are our options?
Okay, let's polish this third. Here's how I see it. 1, we grab Sana, take her to Elysium, and make a case for her to Prince Panhard. 2, we get Valerie to back off by feeding her the dirt I got on Larson. 3, we try to get Sana out of the city. Come on, kid. I can hear them thoughts bouncing around in your head from over here. Out with it.
Okay. So, our choices are Elysium. Isn't that a death sentence? Elysium is basically vampire court. So, well, I mean, court in the like strictest like king, queen, since, so everything is decided there. So, Elysium, isn't that a death sentence? What do you have on Larson? And get her out of the city, and then what? So, she killed like 4 people and made it real obvious. I'm not super interested in getting her out of the city, even though he has a soft spot for her. So, which choices do y'all think? 1 or 2? I want to know what the fuck he has on Larson. Mostly because I want to fucking know. Oh, thank you for the host. Appreciate you, Zen Kaiser. So, what y'all think? 1 or 2? Gotta turn off fan on. Let me know if this is loud for y'all. Hopefully, it won't be. This flannel shirt's too much. Alright, let's see. Chat is tied. Oh, the tie is broken. Alright. You want to bring Sana to Elysium. Isn't that pretty much a death sentence?
Pretty much. But not quite. If we can get an audience with Panhard, we might be able to convince her to spare Sana's life. The prince isn't as much of a hard ass as some would like her to be. She'd probably rather avoid alienating the Duskborn. That said, if we run into Kadir, we're as good as fucked.
Is she an expendable character? Yes. Cause honestly, we're all disposable. That is the number one thing of your own life in the Camarilla. You are disposable, unless you have like underlings under you, and then they're disposable first. So Sana is, I mean, the lowest of the possible low, as far as Camarilla society goes, and Kadir will absolutely murder her at his earliest convenience. Oh, thank you for the host, Fallen. You're such a sweetie. So, yeah, 2, 2. I want to know what I want to know. I want to know the tea. Spill it. What kind of dirt do you have on Larson anyway? Must be some serious shit.
Oh, it is. A few years back, the Second Inquisition led a coordinated assault on the New York Kindred. Operation Lights Out, they called it. Nasty fucking business that was. A lot of good vampires died. Some of them I knew personally. Larson was one of the Inquisition's first targets. But when they got to him, he managed to convince them to spare his life. In exchange, he fed them info on a few fellow Camarilla members. One Nicky the Chop. Suffice it to say, Nicky didn't make it through the night. Okay, time's a wasted. What do you think we should do?
Oh, he's letting me decide. Oh, shit. I'm, I'm just making this choice. Wait, you're letting me make the call?
Look, kid, I've been at it all day, mulling it over, and I just got, from my trouble, a splitting fucking headache. I just don't know. I don't know how anymore. All I'm asking for is your honest opinion. Just pick one and make a case. Convince me that it's the right thing to do. Or the least wrong, at least. So, one more time, bring the girl to Elysium, trade her life for Larson's, or sneak her out of town. Which one would you go with?
Let's discuss. Let's discuss. Discuss. Um, so we can take her to Elysium. If we try to make a case for her not to die, Kadir is definitely not going to go for that shit. Kadir is the sheriff. He is a spicy cinnamon roll who kind of likes us, but I don't really think that it'll play well that the us whose life got spared just 12 nights ago is now bringing somebody else who's a load of fucking trouble to get spared. I feel like that's going to play poorly. Um, Larson should answer for his crime is our second choice. Um, Everybody fucking hates Larson. Literally, top to bottom, everyone hates him. No one will talk to him in Elysium. I went up to talk to him on my like second or third night there, and he was like, "Don't fucking talk to me. Everybody hates me. They're gonna hate you too." Yeah, he sold somebody out to live, and that's kind of par for the course. I don't care about Larson's life, to be perfectly honest. He's kind of a twat waffle. So if it would make D'Angelo happy to allow her to live by sacrificing Larson, I'm fine with it. Sneaking her out of the city, that's causing problems for me that I don't need to do. So third is right out. I won't choose it. Um, so two seems to be the consensus. So I think I think Larson has some splaining to do. And also maybe murderous crazy lady won't try to kill us later. Maybe. The way I see it, Larson's had it coming. Let him answer for what he did. Oh fuck, I forgot he had kids.
Tell it to his wife and kids. Look, I'll be the first to admit Larson's no saint. But let's not pretend throwing him to the wolves will make us sprout angel wings, alright? There's always collateral damage.
I'm not sneaking this bitch out of the city. So I can choose. It's still the lesser evil, for one, or we can reconsider. Two. Do you guys want to keep going down this path? One. Want to reconsider? Two. Let me know. It's getting spicy in here. I literally don't care about this dude's wife and kids, though. I ate a man in front of his house. Aw, look at y'all in your soft hearts. Thinking about the wife and kids. All right. We're not sneaking this bitch out the city. I don't care about this man's wife and kids. That's my opinion. Like, straight up, I don't care. All right. We're tied. This shit sucks. We're tied. I've never had a tie before. All right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Shouldn't pay for his sins. I'm not sneaking this bitch out. Not doing it, so.
One.
Bringing her to Elysium seems like the most reasonable thing to do.
And the cruelest. Or at the very least, the most risky. If we can't convince Panhard to get Santa a shot, the girl's as good as dead.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. Then we better be extra convincing.
So be it. Fuck. Do me a favor, kid. Watch her for a few minutes, okay? I gotta make some arrangements, make a few calls.
He catches himself and looks at me with an expression of the phoniest of phony guilt.
But not like with a phone or anything, because, that would make me a naughty boy, which I am very clearly not.
He walks out of the office. Through the frosted windows, I see him instantly go for his clamshell phone. Screw it, does it really make a fucking difference at this point? I turn to the girl, who still has her nose pressed in a book. I hate the position I'm in right now. I hate it. Hate. Hate. Hate, hate, hate. Hate, 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 hate. Loathe entirely, as the Grinch would say. So, I'm not going to be nice to her. I'm just going to take this choice. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I sure as hell hope that you're ready for what's coming. She looks up from the book and her eyes glaze over. I'm so glad I'm risking my life for this, bitch. This is so great. It's so great. Coming. He soon. A shiver runs down my spine. I decide it's best to leave her to her reading, and I spend the next few minutes in complete silence. Finally, D'Angelo staggers back into the room.
I called a friend of mine who works at the art hole. She says the prince is there right now, in her private quarters. We'll just have to figure out a way to get an audience.
He walks over to Sana and crouches beside her. Speaking softly, he takes the book out of her hands and gently strokes her head.
Hey, darling. I need you to listen very carefully. We're gonna go on a little trip, okay? You need to stay quiet and stay close to me. Can you do that? Stay close to D'Angelo?
She squints, trying her best to concentrate. D'Angelo!
Close enough.
Something akin to a smile creeps onto her face. It's as close to happy as I've ever seen her. Yeah, not her. D'Angelo returns her smile.
You're welcome.
He turns to me, putting his serious face back on. He nods. Looks like it's go time. Y'all and your soft hearts. Now we gotta go do more fucking vampire intrigue fuckery instead of just sacrificing this man. It's okay. Appreciate y'all not wanting to also whack, I guess, an entire family. The art hole welcomes me with its usual weirdness and grotesqueries masquerading as contemporary art. Right now, however, heart is the last thing on my mind as the three of us make our way through the crowd of usual suspects. D'Angelo gestures towards a lone figure standing in the corner. To my surprise, no. To my surprise, it turns out to be Sophie. As I approach, she raises an eyebrow, taking an especially long look at Sana. And here I thought nothing in this world could surprise me anymore. Are we in trouble? Mind telling me what it is that you're doing here? D'Angelo nods courteously.
We're here to see Prince Panhard. I don't suppose you could help us get an audience.
I think you're confusing me with the Prince's Herald. An honest mistake in this lighting. Still, I'm afraid you're out of luck. From what I've heard, the Prince is not accepting visitors.
So, chat,
I'm gonna need your help. First choice is, it's a matter of life and death. Number 2, she'd be grateful for letting us in. Number 3, I'll owe you one. I sincerely agree, Gloom. That is my face this entire time is just yeah. Oh yeah. The relationship to this is fucking stress. So let me know what your choice is in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. It's a matter of life and death. 1, she'd be grateful to hear this. 2, I'll owe you one. 3, she owns my life. Okay? I can't owe her any more than I already do. She could kill me right now. She's totally allowed. Fuck. Yeah. I feel like 2 is our best choice. Maybe. Because, I don't know, maybe she can get something out of her because it doesn't feel like she's in control of herself. I guess, maybe. Alright, we're trying 2. We wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important. I'm sure the prince will be thankful for bringing this matter to her attention. Very nice. Very slippery. And very futile. As I've already stated, the prince is not accepting visitors.
fuck!
Suddenly, I hear a voice from behind me. It's the last voice that I could possibly want to hear right now. Maybe I can help. Oh. I look over to D'Angelo. He seems. Oh, oh! Kadir came. Kadir came. That's what happened, Gloom. Kadir. I look over to D'Angelo. He seems frozen in place, not able to move a single muscle. Oh, this is bad. This is very, very, very bad. Keeping things super cash, Kadir tips an imaginary hat in my general direction. When he looks at Sana, I notice his expression sour, ever so slightly. That's bad. That's bad, fam. Perhaps this is a conversation that's best held in private. Follow me. Before leaving, he nods at Sophie. Fuck. dear. Again, I glance over at D'Angelo, but he doesn't even acknowledge me. He seems to be in a state of deeply internalized panic because Kadir is the one who sent me to help. He sent me to help because maybe I could be a good help and maybe I can make friends and maybe this would be a good thing, and it's not. It's not a good thing. Not seeing any way out of this situation, I follow Kadir into a small backstage area. There, he stops and addresses me once more. I really wish he wouldn't. It is good to see you, D'Angelo. It has been a while since you last showed your face around here. And I see you've brought friends. So how about we skip the unnecessary drama and you two leave without incident while I take care of our thin blood guest? So, we got big choices here, fam. First is she can be helped. It's not her fault she's insane. You've got her confused with someone. He does not have this fucked up. I am not going to play with his intelligence like that. She did the deed, but I don't think she's necessarily responsible. So, one or two, chat. One or two. Stressed. Because also, even though it's a visual novel, we can for sure die. We absolutely can fuck this up to death. I know. I'm stressed too, Zach Kaiser. All right, we're gonna go with two. It's not her fault. Ugh. Ugh. He's mad. I'm not gonna test him, so it's not her fault. The girl's mentally ill. Oh fuck! I didn't realize this is what I was gonna say. Jesus. Sorry. The girl is mentally ill. You can't hold her responsible for her actions. I'm not holding her responsible for anything. She's a problem. It is my job to solve problems. It doesn't have to be this way. Just let us talk to Panhard. That's Prince Panhard to you, D'Angelo. And no, your harebrained scheme isn't going to work. What exactly did you think was going to happen? You bring the Duskborn with a blood hunt on her head to my doorstep and what? Hope the prince stays my cruel hand? Honestly, I thought you were smarter than that. But I promise to make it quick. Painless. That's as much as you'll get. Do not push it. And with that, he turns to Sana. His expression grows softer, almost kind. And then he grabs her by the hand, gently. There's not even an inkling of violence in his demeanor. Come, my child. You have been very brave. The pain, it is almost over. Pain? Over? With blissful ignorance, she looks at me and then to D'Angelo as the sheriff walks her out of the room. My companion looks broken, as if something inside him just snapped. Without even looking at me, he utters under his breath,
I killed her.
Man, fuck them kids. We should have got the kids. Now we made D'Angelo sad. Shit. It's like the one dude that actually liked us. It's okay. It's okay. We'll bring it around. I'm not shouldering this blame. So our choices are we killed her. I ain't do this. This was not my choice. I wanted it. I wanted to kill Larson, but no. Kadir killed her. That man's doing his job. You did your best. Which I think is the nicest answer. Most consoling answer. It seems like what he needs right now. So I'm not going to ask for help on this one. We're just going to go with number 3. You gave it your all. Sometimes shit just happens and there's nothing you can do.
Nice catchphrase, kid. You should have it printed on a t-shirt.
A moment of awkward silence ensues.
I really thought I could save her, you know?
Not really knowing what to say, I lift my hand to pat him on the back. I stop myself mid-motion. Somehow, it doesn't seem like the thing to do. I leave the art gallery and head back to Red Hook. On my way, I keep thinking about Sana and whether now is the exact moment Kadir brings her final death. It's not a pleasant journey. Slowly, clumsily, I make my way back to the grain terminal. No words are spoken, no bad jokes made, no monologues muttered, and no smiles exchanged. There's only silence and vacant stares. I'm going to sleep. I have class in a few hours. It's nice meeting you. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight, Zen Kaiser. I hope you have sweet dreams, and thank you so much for coming. Have a good night. As I head up the stairs to D'Angelo's office, I can feel the tension rising. I can tell the moldy sleuth has reached his breaking point. He walks into his office and leans against his cluttered desk. I figure now is as good a time as any to break the silence. Alright, so our choices are you should probably rest. Number 2, are you gonna be okay? Number 3, get it together. So, number 3 is not even a choice. 1 or 2, y'all. 1 or 2 while I take a break. Gloom says 2. Hi, Jazz Tonic. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your night? All right. Number 2 it is. Are you gonna be okay? I ask. The moment I finish my sentence, D'Angelo leans over and sweeps all the stuff off his desk. I appreciate the lurk, Jess. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Notepads, bits of paper, and what looks like a cheap imitation of an antique lamp, it all goes crashing to the floor. And it doesn't stop there. As he grabs a heavy file cabinet and knocks it over, Slowly but surely, the once quiet office turns into a heap of crumpled paper and broken furniture. Nope, not affiliated yet. We're trying to push now. Yeah, working towards it. It'll happen. A lot of my stream is this story time, and it has a very niche viewership, but we're finding more people, and more people are coming to check it out. So that's been great. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Jess. I appreciate that. The tantrum lasts for mere seconds, but I stand there watching, and it feels like forever. Finally, D'Angelo stops and looks up at the ceiling. It's hard to tell if he's had enough or simply run out of stuff to throw around. As he stands there, slowly regaining his composure, one of the objects scattered on the floor catches my eye. It's a small paperback novel, the same one that I saw Sana reading earlier. Must have landed there while D'Angelo was giving the room a royal thrashing. I pick it up. In huge letters, the title on the cover spells The Longest Night and Other Stories. The smaller caption underneath reads Another collection of stories from the Gianni D'Angelo saga. Ooh, what in the actual fuck? I flip it over and I'm immediately drawn to the picture on the back cover. If not for a lack of flaky skin and distorted features, I'd say the guy looks very familiar. Oh, thank you for the follow, Faded. How are you doing? Oh, and thank you for the follow, Fuzz. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know he's a writer. Oh my god, that must have been what he did in his before times. Before the turn. The name next to the picture, Reginald Finch. Reginald Finch. Oh, I appreciate your anti-lurk protection there, Chris. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sad Radish. I love your name. Welcome, welcome, everyone. I stand there, not even knowing where to start. Even in his current state, D'Angelo, or whatever the fuck his name is, remains one step ahead of me. Hi, hi! Thank you for the chat. How are you doing tonight? Let's go. Yeah, we're getting into it. We're getting into some fuck shit right now. Oh, thank you for the host, Faded. I appreciate you. We just accidentally got a young lady murdered. Um, it was kind of her fault because she killed like 4 people, and we tried to save her life. It went awry. Your vacation account? Nice, nice.
Yeah, that's me in the picture. Reggie fucking Finch. Haven't seen him in a while. Wasn't planning to.
So we we got some choices. So first choice is you took on the name of your character. Second choice, who the hell are you? You lied to me. Is the third choice. He didn't lie. He just didn't tell us that his name was Reginald fucking Finch. Who would tell you? Yes. Well, yeah, unfortunately this girl is definitely it's 100% her fault. Chat wouldn't let me sacrifice a man and his wife and kids. So we we had a different plan and it went awry. Um so chat if you'd like to make a choice. We're not choosing three. So one, you took on the name of your character. Two, who the hell are you? So if you wanna Chime in, type it in chat. I know Gloom and I were saying fuck them kids, but I understand. There are tender hearts about. I say fuck them kids as I actually have kids. All right, so we're going on with what? You named yourself after one of your characters?
Oh, afraid it's more than that. I sorta became him. See, Reggie Finch was a pushover, a small time journalist and a wannabe writer. He would never survive out there among the coteries of New York. Gianni D'Angelo, on the other hand. Honestly, it just sorta happened. I guess it was the only way I could make sense of it all.
All right, we'll see you soon, Faded. Yeah, he was like, it's cool, it's cool. I mean, if you get a whole new undead life, I would not choose to be a pushover named Reginald Finch either. So, I mean, I get it. Reginald Finch.
I mean, once you wake up looking like this,
Oh, thank you for the host.
once you wake up looking like this, realizing your life and all that you were is gone forever, you can't really blame me for trying to at least make it interesting.
It's okay to be D'Angelo. It's okay, baby. It's okay. I guess to some extent, we all put on an act in front of others. We make up characters, idealized versions of ourselves. Gives us something to look up to live up to. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still weird as fuck, but it's not that weird. D'Angelo. For a moment, he seems to be mulling over what I just told him. Finally, he picks the ashtray up off the floor. Rummaging through the ashes, he finds a mangled, half finished cigar. He sticks it in his mouth and lights up, the lighter's flame reflecting in his shades. He smiles at me, ever so slightly.
Thanks, kid. Tell you what, how about you take the rest of the night off? I need some time to get my shit in order. Starting with this office. Some dumb assholes made one hell of a mess of it.
I smile and nod, and he nods back.
I'll be seeing you.
And so I leave him to his thoughts. No way to be sure, but I have a feeling that he's gonna be alright. Yay! Yay! He doesn't hate us. Alright. It's time for sleep. Why is this guy back? Shit! Aw, man. We're gonna have to handle that in the stalker real soon. Alright, we got sleeps. Oh! Alright. Well, I guess we're going back to the leech pit. We arrive, finding it less rowdy than the last time that we were here. I know, because we didn't eat him, and we should have fucking eaten him. We didn't wake up and choose violence. Today we did wake up and choose violence. So, um, if given half a fucking chance, I'm eating his face. I'm eating his face. Because Kadir told me 3 strikes and you're out. So I can't be having laxer rules than the sheriff. The bar is still packed, but the dance floor is empty tonight. Instead, the old crackling speakers are playing music that would probably sound like noise even on high end hardware. Mia is nowhere to be seen, but I do remember that she requested that I ask for her at the bar. I approach the bar as the bartender finishes pouring a beer for an older guy in a faded, fraying Iron Maiden t-shirt. She turns to me. What can I get ya? All right. So, um, I was told to ask for her. So my choices are: is Mia around? I was told to ask you about Mia. Did anyone leave a message for me? That's not what she fucking told me to do. I'm gonna make this choice. Don't even worry about it, chat. I'm just gonna ask if she's around. Hey, is Mia around? No, she's not in tonight. She looks me up and down, and a spark of recollection shines in her eye. Oh, yeah, that's right. She takes a well worn book from behind the counter, some kind of young adult vampire novel, and flips through it. She produces a piece of paper from between the book's pages and passes it to me. She told me that you'd be interested in reading this. I find a relatively quiet corner and I take a look at the note. T wants to meet you. I'll arrange it, but you need to prove you're trustworthy. Look around the leech pit for a guy named Bruce. Buff dude, tattoo sleeve on his right arm. I'm 90% sure he's somebody's retainer, sent here to spy on us by the camp. Get me the name of his master and write it on this card, then return it to the bar. And all right, more fuck shit. It doesn't take us long to locate Bruce. He sits alone in a corner, two beer glasses already empty on his table. I take a moment to consider my approach. One moment. My cabana boy was asking me if I need shit. All right. Oh, this one's blocked off to me. Darn. So, choices are: ask for his master's name up front, which seems like a badass option. Like, that's not a badass option, but a bad ass option. Um, I could feed on somebody, or I can presence and strike up a conversation. So, what do y'all think? 3? Bloom just wants me to, yeah, why not? The man immediately notices me, but doesn't move from his spot. The other seats are empty. When I focus the blood to boost my attractiveness, it's not just Bruce who notices. He's into me. So are other people, doing double takes as they pass my table. Hey you, have I, seen you here before? Uh, so, I got choices now. Alright. So, first choice is, yeah, probably. Second is, it's possible I'm a regular. Or I can play total, I don't know, and do, it's my first night here. So, what do you guys think? Bloom thinks 3. I think that's pretty reasonable because then he won't suspect that I'm here on any kind of woo-woo secret mission. Alright. Secret agent shit. I don't think so. It's my first night here. Hey, I'm lucky I'm here tonight then. Alright, so now that we're in the shit, I can intimidate him to give me the name. I don't think we need to do all that quite yet. I can ask him about the name directly, which seems kind of meh. Or I can ask him nicely, since I've already got him on the hook. We can kill him with kindness. Maybe kill him entirely. Ah. Alright. I know you're here because somebody asked you to spy on this place. It'd make me really happy if you would give me their name.
What? Do you mean Sam? Yes, flirting worked. He catches himself. He realizes what I'm doing, and his eyes dart over my shoulder. I thought I had him cornered, but he suddenly leaps over the table in one smooth move and dashes through the sparse crowd. I catch up to him outside. He's bolting all right. Uh, so? Spicy choices. I can call after him to stop, which he's certainly not going to do. I can chase him, which will be choice 1. Or I can dominate him for choice 2. So chase him, 1. Dominate him, 2.
I hope that everybody's having a good night and enjoying story time. We do have the name, which is what we wanted. Right. Sam. I wonder how many Sams there could be, though. Do I need more information? Don't want to overthink it.
Thanks a ton. That was way more of a chug than I had originally intended. Alright. Well. Hey man, stop! I just want to talk! He doesn't even respond, and before I run after him, he's already gone. Time to leave something for Mia. I borrow a pen from the bar and flip Mia's note to the other side. Sam. That's all I've got. It's not much. Could be the full name or a fragment. Male, female. Well, it's something at least. I could pull a name out of my ass or let Mia figure it out. Alright, I was trying to figure out what the hell this... So, I can pull a name out of my ass, or let Mia figure it out. So... leave a note on the name fragment. Yeah, I think that's the best choice. Because if I'm wrong down here, that's going to be a fucking problem. Especially if I chose the third one, because that bitch is the law. And her whole sect, like, they're like very serious. Like, they are basically vampire law. And I'm not trying to fuck with her, so we're gonna do number 2. Mia asked me for a name, but if all I have is a fragment, it'll have to do. I jot down a note. Bruce referred to his master as Sam, which is the most honest answer I could possibly give. Yes, chat, we did it. I pass a piece of paper to the bartender. She sticks it back in the book. Hold on a second. She wanted me to pass something on to you. She produces a cell phone from behind the counter. It's ancient, at least 15 years out of date.
Oh, right, and this. An old charger for the piece of junk in my hand. They really did think of everything. She said she'll be in touch. It takes me a moment to remind myself how to operate this thing, and I find that its phone book is blank. There's no Wi Fi connectivity and no saved messages. It's got a version of Snake, though. God damn, I used to love Snake. Y'all remember the stress of using either the like 2 key and like the other ones desperately trying to do it and texting? Oh my god, the torture of texting in the early 2000s. Oh, so glad that we've fully come into, I guess, this dystopian future that we're in now. At least my iPhone's pretty. Anyway, I digress. The bartender is already over at the other end of her domain, taking orders from patrons. With my anarch contact nowhere in sight, I decide to move on for the night. Hopefully, my educated guess, based on the scraps of info I collected, will be enough for Mia to call. Alright, so we have two very irritating problems that have to be solved before we can do anything fun. So, we either have to solve our reporter problem for once and for all, number one, or we have to go and deal with our stalker problem, number two. If you'd like to weigh in on our next adventure, let me know. Put it in the chat. Gloom says reporter. Gloom says reporter. Anybody else wants to weigh in? You're welcome to. Participation is encouraged, but never, never required. Need noms? Oh, I want noms. Stress eating. I feel that. Gotta stress eat for me. Until I get a mic, I can't snack on stream because this is too close to my mouth, so you guys just hear me crunching. All right. Frank Doherty, a shining example of journalistic excellence, is trying to get in touch with me. This can't possibly mean anything good. I'm just leaving my haven when I notice a small note slipped under my door. Why do people keep leaving notes at the door? Isn't this why I have a doorman? Why do I have a doorman if people are allowed to come in and put shit under my door all the time? I don't fucking understand. Anyway, I pick it up cautiously and fold it open. I know what you are. I know everything. Meet me at the Beautiful View Motel, or everyone else will know too. This motherfucker! I'd let him live twice. The note is signed Frank. Cursing under my breath, I check the Beautiful View Motel. It's located in Queens. Getting there will take some time, and something in Frank's note suggests urgency. I run out of the apartment. Oh, it's this place. I hate this place. Alright. Stepping into the Beautiful View Motel, I can't help but think that the name makes promises that the building fails to deliver. Outside, there's nothing but an ugly parking lot, empty. The paint marking the parking spaces has almost completely worn away. Standing in the lobby, it feels like there's decades worth of stale cigarette smoke lingering in the air. I'm happy to not be able to breathe anymore. The furniture looks like it was picked up from yard sales in the 60s. Quaint. Hello, Twyla. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing wonderful tonight. We are getting into vampire fuck shit at this time. and it is going amazingly. How was your stream? How are you doing? Welcome back, Gloom. You haven't missed much. Frank left us a note. Oh, thank you, Toilet. Don't flirt with me. But do. Always do. Um, but yeah, no. Gloomy didn't miss much. Frank left us a note. We're in this grubby, horrible hotel trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. There is something appropriate in the grubbiness of the surroundings. They fit the image that I have of Frank perfectly. It's appropriate to find him in a place like this. I nod to the old woman manning the reception desk. She seems totally uninterested in what I'm doing. Her eyes are glued to the small TV perched on the desk. A cop show. Awesome, pretty good. Not a lot of views and chatters, but I'm getting there. I feel ya. I am working on my views and chats too. Tonight has been the poppinest that my chat has been in some time, so it's been really nice. I've had a lot of new people stop by, so that's been cool. I appreciate all the love that people have been showing me. It means a lot. And has this been scary? It can get it it can get scary. I guess depending on what your level of scary is. It's sometimes stressful, um, and sometimes gory, bad language, uh, mentions of torture. But on the whole, if you like kind of scary, gritty vampire shit, that's what we're doing in here. Walking deeper into the motel, I find a lounge that might have aspired to a kind of lavish comfort in its glory days. Now it just feels fucking sticky, like I need to wash my clothes afterwards. Frank sits on a bar stool. There's no bartender, but Frank has a shot glass in his hand. He looks even sweatier than usual. Yeah, the screen images don't get scary. It's just this really nice oil painted art. One moment. I gotta hydrate for his voice.
What's up, asshole? How does it feel to not know everything?
I stop and look at Frank a little closer. He seems drunk. Not a good sign. Despite everything, in your earlier encounters, he's maintained a baseline of professionalism. All right. So, no, it's okay. Jesus is not taking the wheel. Muse is taking the wheel. Fuck this dude. Careful, little man. Push me again, and I'll push you back. Remember, chat, we woke up and chose violence today. We set the tone at the beginning. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you liked the voice work. I try to do a little different one for each character, and there's been a lot in this one. So I'm testing out new stuff.
Well, fuck you. If anything happens to me, all your secrets will go out. All of them.
I stopped to consider what to do. I'm not used to dealing with Frank in a mood like this. He seems more confident and depressed at the same time, as if he'd had a secret that gives him power, but has also brought him down. So, chat, I'm gonna need some help with this one. What do you think I should do? First choice is sit next to Frank on a bar stool. Number 2, look Frank hard in the eye. Number 3, go behind the bar. Feel free to put your choice in the chat, 1, 2, or 3. Also, this is interactive, and the chat can help me make decisions, so feel free to get in on that if you want, Twilla. I know, we're going to get to eating him. We're going to get to, if we can, we're getting at it. I have to make sure that he doesn't have shit on Sophie that can get out, though. Because if we get Big Mama Soph in trouble, we're definitely dead. Let me pour you another, Frank. As Frank looks on, I rummage the shelves until I find a half-full bottle of cheap whiskey. I pour it into Frank's glass and then find another shot glass for myself.
Thanks, asshole.
It sounds as if Frank still wants to be angry, but he can't quite muster the energy anymore. Frank sounds like he has plenty more bitterness inside him, just waiting to come out.
And let me tell you something else.
An ear-splitting sound fills the lounge and a bright flash blinds me. For a second, an irrational panic grips my dead heart. Is this sunshine? Am I gonna burn to death in a cheap motel in Queens? As my vision adjusts, something whizzes past me. Oh fuck, now we're getting fucking shot at. Oh my god. There's a series of thunking sounds, something impacting the bar. Frank is lifting the shot glass, miraculously still in his hand. A massive blood stain spreads across his shirt. Oh, god damn it! For a bizarre, incongruous moment, I stare at the thing sticking out of Frank's chest. It's a fucking crossbow bolt! Another two lie shattered next to the bar, having missed their targets. One missed me by a hair's breadth. Yeah, no, we can't fucking die in Queens. We can't fucking die here. Oh my god, not here. Oh my goodness. Turning around, I see figures dressed in black tactical gear storming into the room in eerie silence. Perhaps the flashbang damaged my ears. They drop their tactical crossbows and lift up rifles. Fuck! Fuck! Oh, it's SI. Shit! Who comes prepared with a crossbow? The goddamn Inquisition. The Inquisition is who comes with crossbows. Shit! Alright. Shit. Frank slumps to the floor. A wooden crossbow bolt will paralyze a vampire, but struck through a human heart, it kills. The scent of blood fills the air. So, we got fucking choices now. We can fight the assailants, which I can almost guarantee we will most likely lose that fight. Make a run for it, or fortitude and break through the front door, which might be our best chance. So let me know. We're not choosing one, so 2 or 3. Let me know in the chat. I'm stressed. I'm stressed about this. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. Pardon me. Oh my god. Like, want to chomp my nails. I wish I could access my own sound alerts, because we in danger. Stressed. So making a run for it, or break through the front door. Are they outside? Because if I break through the front... do they have the building surrounded? Does it matter? Oh, shit. Okay. The chat is divided. Thank you! I'm so glad! Alright. Make a fucking run for it. We're gonna make a fucking run for it. Oh my god. I'm facing a highly trained force. Yeah, we are fucking danger, man. We're fucking danger. I'm facing a highly trained force of well-armed commandos. There's only one thing to do. Run away! I don't even stop to think, just following my reflexes as I duck behind the bar and dive through the staff door as bullets hit the wall next to me. The commandos are faster than I fucking expected, already at the door to the back room by the time I manage to get on my feet. I pull a shelf as I stumble past, making it crash down behind me. The commandos are eerily silent, even as liquor bottles crash to the floor at their feet. As they pick their way through the clutter, I spot a back door and desperately fumble it open to reach the parking lot outside. Running around the corner of the building, I see 4 SUVs parked by the motel's front door. Yes! Fucking Gloom with the foresight! We would have ran straight to our fucking death if we fortituded through that door. A man and a woman, middle-aged, dressed like detectives, stare at me in surprise as I run past them. One tries to yell something at me as I stumble to my car, wrench the door open, and turn the ignition. For a terrifying moment, I fumble with the keys, and then the car starts and I fucking floor it, careening onto the highway. I run into Sophie's building, past the surprised-looking doorman. Time is of the fucking essence! I pound on the door of Sophie's apartment, more for the sake of my own nerves, because I think it'll help any. After a few moments, Sophie herself opens up the door and looks at me in surprise. She doesn't even have her makeup on. Her hair is disheveled. I've caught her on a night off. Dun 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 is the fucking shit. Ooh, we fucked. What happened to you? As I step into the apartment and follow Sophie to her living room, I see the remains of the party. Empty glasses, a faint smell of blood in the air. I have no time to contemplate Sophie's social life, however. Alright. Shit! So, choices are 1. It was an ambush! 2. I almost died! And 3. We're being hunted! Let me know what you think. Boom says 2. If you want to get in on the choices here, let me know in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, guys! That went downhill so fucking fast. All right. Yeah. They were coming after me specifically. Frank was a lure. It was 1 and 2, but 3 is the most appropriate answer. We're being fucking hunted. Oh, Jesus! We're being hunted! We're all gonna die! Fuck. Sometimes I regret taking you under my wing. If you don't calm down, I'll feed you to whoever is after me. Thank you, Mocha Goddess. I'm glad you figured out the chat. Sit down and stay calm. I'll check whether this apartment is still secure. I sit down, suddenly conscious of the vast gulf of experience between me and Sophie. She's managed to stay alive for a very long time and knows how to survive. I only hope that I'll get to survive right along with her. I know. She's not happy. Well, so Twilla, I was supposed to handle this problem about the reporter 2 missions ago, and I let him live. I thought I used my vampire powers on him, and I was like, cool, cool, cool. Go destroy the evidence. We're good. And I thought we were good. And then he came back again, and we didn't eat him. And that was clearly a fucking mistake. We should have eaten his face instead of letting him live. Mm. Twyla. Twyla, thank you. I had it right the first time. I talked myself out of it. Twyla, Twyla, Twyla. Sorry. And Fossy, Fossy, Fossy. I've watched Birdcage too many times. For the next hour or so, I sit on Sophie's sofa, answering minute questions about Frank and the commandos who assaulted me. At intervals, she makes murmuring phone calls to mysterious contacts. Eat people whenever I get the opportunity. Man, yeah, this is definitely one dude that I deeply regret not eating. After a while longer, Sophie lets me go. You should be safe, and more importantly, I should be safe too. I have taken measures to secure both of our havens, but keep your eyes open nonetheless. I leave Sophie's apartment wondering whether I'd survive another ambush like this. Well, that went trashy. That went so trashy. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Man, I gotta rest now. Oh. Oh. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. A piece of paper is sticking out of my mailbox. It's a computer printout, a note and a screenshot from Google Maps. It reads, meet me at the indicated spot tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'll pick you up and we'll take it from there. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck? No signature. The place marked on the map is the lookout point near Pier 1, just next to the Brooklyn Bridge. I checked the phone that Mia passed on to me. No new messages, no missed calls. It's all a bit fishy, but there's only one way to find out who addressed this to me. Looks like tomorrow's evening has been planned out for me. Oh, we don't even get to do shit. Okay, got it. All right. I go downstairs as soon as I wake up. One more glance at the phone, but no news from Mia. I take the car down to Brooklyn, park on Front Street, and approach the meeting spot cautiously. Ugh, guys! A figure of about Mia's size is standing there, dressed in an oversized jacket and looking out towards Manhattan. As I approach, I can hear her muttering something. Mia? Question mark. It is true, but I do not think it true. If I do not think it true, it cannot be true. And if it cannot be true, then. Alright, so. Choices are, is that you, Mia? Second choice is, are you the one who left the note? And number 3 is, I'm supposed to meet somebody here. Yeah, seriously. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is even Mia. So I'm not gonna holler her name out. So I think the best choice here is number 2. Just be like, hey, you leave the note. So No assistance needed. We're gonna go with number 2. Hey, are you the one who left the note at my apartment? The woman turns around. It's not Mia. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went on without you. Whoever it is, I've never seen her before. She looks perfectly plain and unmemorable. The ink on the paper, did the message leave? The ink on the paper, did your face here bring? I turn around. Aw, damn. I turn around. 3 men, all of them burly and threatening, approach me. One of them takes the lead. So, you got the message. All right, guys. I need help. I need help now. I'm scared. This didn't get any less stressful. I know. She's not helping me. She's not helping me. So, our choices are number 1, I did. Number 2, who are you? Number 3, what is this about? Please feel free to put your choices in the chat. I'm sorry I went without you last time. That was clearly folly, but I feel like it was gonna be stress. Yeah, now I want your help. Now I want your help. All right, we got two for two, and 1 for 3. All right, I'm the tiebreaker. So, 3 it is. What is this about? Cut the crap! What is this about? We're taking a trip, friend. The boss wants to meet you. Okay. Yes. If there's a tie in the chat, then I am the tiebreaker. and it was a tie, and I wanted 3. So since I'm the streamer, I win. But most of the time, I go with whatever the majority is in chat. All right. God. All right. Kaiser, Callahan, Torg. Why do I have to... Lord. He's got the glowy eyes. He's got the glowy eyes, so he's a vampire. Sorry. I had to get hype about spooky, scary skeletons. So, I'm sorry. Kaiser, Callahan, or Torque? 1, 2, or 3. Luminator, pick Torque? I can only fucking hope that it's Torque. I can only fucking hope that I can redeem myself. Yeah, you could always pass. Don't worry about it. Oh, you mean Torque? Oh, fuck! Oh, no! Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay. What? You gotta be shitting me! Torque ain't the boss of jack shit! I mean Boss Callahan, you dumbass. I suggest you get a move on. We got places to be. The voice of the woman keeps creeping into my consciousness, the litany of gibberish ever present throughout this entire conversation. The man cracks his knuckles. Or we can do it the hard way. So, I can. You can. Oh. So, choices are, guys. 1, agree to go with them. 2, fight back. Or 3, fortitude, resist and tough it out. What do you guys think? Y'all want me to agree to go with them? Ooh. Wee. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with you. Smart. They lead me down to the pier and onto a boat. The engine starts. Oh, great. A boat's always great. Boat's great. Put this on. He points to a cloth sack. One of the guys is holding me down. The woman is still there, whispering to herself. Somehow, I hear her voice clearly in my head. Oh no! It becomes a nagging suggestion to put the sack over my head. I don't really want to do it, but my hands go through the motions all the same. Fuck. It takes 15 or so minutes to reach my destination, I think. The engine dies down and I'm led on shore and then further up an incline and through some overgrowth. 10 more minutes of walking, maybe, until a deep voice reaches my ears. Vincent, my dear boy, why is the hood over our guest's face? Oh, they can definitely see her. She for sure exists. She's most likely a Tremere, or she might even be oh, she might even be a Lasombra, honestly, because the power of suggestion through the blood is a vampire power that can be used on other vampires. So her muttering gibberish is like a cover for what she's actually doing psychologically, which is like using that to access your brain, and it's like little feeder parasites that latch on and then make you kind of do her bidding. Well, boss, I thought. Oh, no, no, no. That will not do. How many times do I have to repeat myself, Vincent? You don't have to think. You don't have to. You just have to listen. Do what you're told, yes? Yeah, boss. Well, then take that ridiculous hood off their head, will you? The hood comes off. The owner of the deep voice is a curious sight, dressed in what only can be described as Victorian clothing, with a monocle and graying red hair. Is this Callahan? This racist fuckbag! Alright! So happy to see him again. Um, I met him in my last Vampire the Masquerade game. He's a twat. I had to say some words I don't enjoy. Um, Apologies for Vincent's unacceptable behavior. He can be a little thick sometimes. Isn't that right, Vincent? Um, yeah, boss, sometimes, yeah, a little. I believe that you already know who I am. Yes, I know who he is. We know. We don't get to kill him. I can let you know that his unlife does come to an end. I will be doing another playthrough of Vampire the Masquerade, Shadows of New York, which I did not know came after this game. I played it first. So that explains a little bit more about what happens to this not very charming old racist shitbag. So we're gonna go with one because three is 100% my indoor thoughts. But right now we got to keep the indoor thoughts indoors because he could kill us with his pinky finger. Your boss Callahan. Right, you are. And I'm guessing you know my role in this city. I represent the Anarch movement, while you. Well, I'm not sure quite what you represent. I have invited you here to find out. Sorry. 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 Because I played them out of order, I now understand some things that I didn't understand before. But I don't want to spoil it all. So. Now, let me make myself perfectly clear. I am disappointed in you. Truly disappointed. But I arranged this meeting to allow you to make amends. Luminary fuck indoor thoughts. Man. First, though, I have to make sure you understand what your infraction was. So, do you know why you're here? So, chat, first choice is, I feel like you're dying to tell me. Second is, because I work for Sophie Langley, please let's not say Big Mama Sophie's name full and out loud like that. And third choice is, because I wanted to meet with Torque. What do y'all think? 1, 2, or 3? Alright, 3. Is it because I wanted to meet with Torque? Ah, yes. You're not stupid. So that's a nice change of pace. Torque is the reason you're here. Or that little angry strumpet of his, I'm told. Yes, Mia. Oh, how I'd love to get my hands on her gaunt neck and wring it until it breaks. But see, I'm a statesman, and that's not the prudent thing to do. No, no, no. Indeed, the prudent thing to do is to tolerate both her and that blasted ebony-skinned mentor of hers. If you ask me, it all went downhill when you women folk got voting rights. Made you believe you were on the same level as us men. What a ridiculous notion that was. Fuck this dude. Oh my god. Okay, so choices are finished with your disgusting rant, and you take that shit back, or else. Or else fucking what? Or else what? So that's not even a choice. So unfortunately, we don't have any choices at this point. So I'm just gonna take us on. Finished with your disgusting rant, you disgusting fucking bastard. Finish with your disgusting rant? Oh, you didn't miss shit except for him saying that everything went downhill when women got the right to vote. because it made us feel like we were equals. Everybody really wants to kill that dude. You are not alone. There is a literal whole game about it, about how everybody wanted to kill him. The next game after this one. It's good. It's set in the pandemic, even.
Oh, fledgling. You have no idea who you're messing with.
He looks at me with rage in his eyes, and I feel insignificant and vulnerable. An irrational fear takes over me. I cannot speak up against this man. I just can't. He's too terrifying. Because he just used his powers on me because he's a dick.
Now that I have your full attention, I will request something from you, and you will obey me to the letter.
But that comes later. Yes, he is a politician. He is the leader of the anarchs, and before that, he was a slave-owning piece of trash.
First, you will answer a few questions. The first of which is, who pointed you to Mia?
I am 156% from a major metropolitan area, and snitches get stitches. I'm not telling him that Sophie sent me here. I'm absolutely the fuck not doing that. I'm absolutely not doing it. So, we don't even have a choice here. Nobody. Nobody. It was my idea.
Oh, really? And what was your intention behind the meeting?
So, now we have a choice, guys. I'm so glad it was unanimous. I'm so glad everybody agreed that there was no choice there, because no, snitches get stitches, and we're already in enough trouble. We don't need to take her down with us. So, now we do have choices. So, first is I needed Mia's help, or two, I wanted to contact Torque. So, let me know in the chat. Luminator voted too. Sometimes I don't know if you guys can hear, sometimes there's like weird background effects. And there was like a skittering, and I have surround sound because my delightful Kraken headphones are surround sound, and it was like a skittering. It was very terrifying. I did not like that. All right. No problem. All right. Wanted to contact Torque. I wanted to contact Torque. I had to go through Mia to do that.
Ah, yes, the so-called veteran loves to use petite girls to hide behind, I heard. That would check out. What did you end up discussing?
So, choices are she wanted me to do her a favor, which isn't a lie. She did want me to do her a favor. Or I could choose. I wanted her to explain the anarchs to me. Gloom says too. Yeah, because I don't need to give him additional information that he didn't fucking have. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. So irritated I even have to fucking talk to him. I wanted her to explain it to me. I'm so innocent. I just wanted to learn about the anarchs, so I asked her about the movement.
Oh, child. You should have come to me then. I am the Anarch movement in New York City, and nobody makes a secret out of it. You bet on the wrong horse, as I'm sure you'll soon learn. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Of course I can't be sure of how much of what you told me was true, and how much of it is worth about as much as yesternight's horseshit. But I'll find out. I always do. And when I do, we'll have another one of these nice talks. And maybe, just maybe, you'll avoid this upcoming unpleasant episode next time. Oh, God damn it. He gives Vince a sign, and the burly man starts hitting me all over. I feel teeth, ribs, and fingers break. My foot is mangled under Vince's boot, my shoulder dislocated, and my nose wrecked. That's enough, Vincent. Leave them be. He snaps his fingers in front of my face a few times and checks to see if I can focus on his face. I can, but barely. I am a man of principle. Another night, I would perhaps put you in a casket, dip it in concrete, and dump it in the Hudson. A favorite of mine during the roaring 20s. It's been a while. But like I mentioned before, I'm nothing but prudent, and so the interests of this city's kindred must come before my own needs and wants. I will therefore let you continue your existence. Here's what I require in return for this boon. You are forbidden to meet Torque. I will keep an eye on you and him. If you want a place with the Anarchs, you go through me and only me. Got it? You have to understand. What I made my associates do to you tonight was just business. We can still work out a mutually beneficial relationship. In fact, it's either that or your final death. Time to go, Vincent. Take the boat back. Leave the fledgling here. I think they've got a lot to think about. Shoot them, boss. It was a pleasure making your acquaintance. Fucking gross! I hate it. And yeah, at least he was gender neutral with the pronouns after he fucking just. Uh, uh, honestly, yes, I will burn it all down, Pookie, before I help that man. On purpose, on accident. No, that's cool. We can all die. Um, happy spoiler alert. He, does die. Not now. He's gonna continue to be a problem right now. But yes, he does. He does die. Callahan walks away, as do Vince and his band of thugs. I lie on the ground for a while longer, feeling the blood slowly putting my body back together, my hunger growing. I can hear the beast calling for sustenance, for safety, for revenge. A distant but pronounced third desire. It's not until I mend myself enough to appear more as a mugging victim than an impossibly mangled walking cadaver that I hail a passing taxi and head back to my haven. I give the driver my address and pass out. The darkness greets me.
some time passes, I think. I feel somebody shaking me. I open my eyes, and it's the driver. I think he's asking if I'm all right. His words change to a muffled shout, and then he goes silent. Oh, I think he tastes great. As great as a tired, caffeine pumped taxi driver with high cholesterol can taste. Warm blood pours down my throat and flows into my limbs, mending them. It's growing cold, but I still don't have any control. I'm still observing, not acting. My body is not mine. Beast is in charge. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's kinky. Yeah, baby, yeah. So, we can we're probably in front of our own home, so we probably should not eat the taxi driver to death in front of our own home. No, no. No, no. So, we're going to regain some control and not eat him to death. That's enough. Oh, okay. It's not. It's not enough. I said, that's enough, self. It will never be enough. Enough! I break away from the man. He's dazed, but conscious. He groggily says something about feeling tired. I leave the money on the driver's seat, and I let him rest in the back. The four familiar walls of my haven are a blessing. The beast inside keeps nagging, but I've reined it in tonight. Not a small feat, given my state. I'm still weak. I still haven't quite mended. I need to rest. Tomorrow, I will have to feed again. Tomorrow, I will have to consider my next move. Callahan is not the kind of man who quits. But tonight, I rest. All right, y'all. That is where we're going to be stopping stories for the evening. Please do bear with me for a minute while I find someone to raid out to because I have enough people to raid somebody for once. I hope everybody enjoyed story time tonight, had some fun with it. I'm so happy to see so many people tonight. Oh my goodness. Thank everybody. I thank you all so much for coming out, coming to hang, and supporting my stream. It means so much to me. I never thought I would actually do something like this. Um, and I thought this would be like a great way to learn how to do a podcast. And turns out I had a lot of fun with this. And so I deeply appreciate y'all being here. Just can't say it enough. I'm so glad you guys like it. All right, let's get this. Let's get this up and see who is up. What's going on? All right. So, we are gonna go see somebody playing. We're gonna go see uh Koopacho. Koopacho, excuse me, Koopacho. They're playing Phasmo, which is one of my favorite games. So we're gonna go give them some love. All right, thank y'all for coming by. See you again soon.
much for the raid. I was
just about to say that I was just about to say about
Oh
the
my
twins
God.
because it was in that bathroom and it was freezing in the garage. What?
And it got all of us.
You guys are going nuts with that. Oh my god.
Always the twins.
Every time I see you again, you're in Phasmo. Every single time I'm in here. Oh my god.